Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm driving the car that I've been waiting for since a very long time. The new Audi RS5. The first impression when the car came in, I was like, wow, this car looks so beautiful. It looks high-tech, it's coming like from a different generation, you know? So I really love the way that car looks. Look very futuristic. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go to drive select and put it in dynamic. This will put the car in the highest sports setting. Later on, when the car will be in the parking lot and while taking some external pictures, we will actually go through the interior, and I'm gonna try to see, you know, how can I actually customize the settings based on my likeness. Let's try the acceleration, guys. Very fast, and the grip, man, God, the grip, the car does not move, does not bounce a second. Just amazing. That grip is crazy. It's like you reach 120 in a click of a second, you know. And on the curves and the corners, that new four-wheel drive from Quattro is really something. Wow. I'm still driving in automatic. I'm gonna put it actually in manual mode after to see. It's an S1 now, dynamic mode. So if you see me wearing these glasses for the first time, this is a very nice equipment. I've got it from my friend. Either it's a bit scratched from here, but it's fine. Those are plastic and they can be removed. This will give you the perspective of the first person, so it's a nice actually equipment to have instead of having the GoPro on the head. It's a bit dusty today. It's been like that a couple of days. At least I tried to choose a good time for you guys so that we have less traffic. I'm gonna go on the highway now to see how comfortable it is, and then we'll go for, you know, more aggressive roads a little bit later. Steering wheel is very light. I'm not sure. I can change the settings a bit later to see. There's a nice bulbous from the exhaust, very, you know, tiny ones, even on the low speed and the low gears. Guys, every time you hear this noise, it's when you reach 120, and I cannot disable that from the actual agency. The steering wheel feel is very nimble. It's not so progressive. It's a bit light for my taste, and I'm not a very big fan of the grip on the side. I think that they should do something, you know, more like the actual Mercedes and the Porsche and the BMW, of course, make it a bit thick from here. So I tested drive that in the S5, if you remember in the video, which I'm gonna link below. I'm not really a big, you know, fan of the grip, so maybe that's a new steering wheel, you know, for me. So, and I prefer it's more like a soft leather here instead of that hard leather or Alcantara. I believe you can order that separately. The lights are fantastic. Even the high beams, I can see the reflection during the midday on the other car. That's amazing. Let's talk about some stats. As you know, the previous RS5 had the natural aspirated V8. It was a very high revving, you know, engine, almost the same power as this one, but it lacked some power on the low gear, and the torque was not so great. So this one is a V6 2.9 liter twin turbocharged. It's producing 450 horsepower. It's exactly 444 like the competition package BMW M3 M4. The torque is 600. It goes all the way from, you know, very low, I believe 1900 RPM. So the torque is there, and until now I did not see much lag, honestly, but I need to really put the car in very low gears and then try to upshift to see if there is some lag. Now the RPM of this car, unlike the BMW, it does not really rev so high. I think it's 6,400. So the reason for that, of course, you know, it's because there's so much torque. The dual clutch is gone. This is the 8-speed Tiptronic automatic gearbox. You can change it from here. You can drive it automatic mode. This is downshift. Let's see. So it will put you like in M5, M4. This is where the fun will begin, guys. So we're still cruising, getting to know the car. The isolation of the car from the outside, guys, it's so good. It's so good that you don't hear nothing. It's perfectly well built, you know. There's no noise, there's nothing. You see it downshifts for me, S8 basically to the S7. Have a nice sound though. Smooth engine, very smooth, very nice engine. I really like the engine, man. I believe it's 0 to 60 miles or 100 kilometers is 3.9 seconds. That's very fast, man. That's really fast. This car is light though, so much light than the previous one. More than 200 kilograms. I think the RS5 is going in the right direction. It's light, powerful, still probably very luxurious, which is I'm gonna show you a bit later. Downshift, 6, 5. Nice brabbles, man. Nice grip, man. 120. The reason I want to accelerate it because it's such a long turn and the high speed, so I want to test the actual grip of the car and the seats. And the seats, they hold me very, very well. So I'm not sliding in. Powerful engine, man. Powerful. See, I'm trying to put it on the third now. It did not allow me because the RPM were very, very low. Nice bubbles from the exhaust. And one thing I realized, if you don't change the gear yourself after certain of time, it goes back to the default settings as automatic. So it will change the gear for you. While BMW, it won't. So my only really disappointment so far is the actual steering wheel. I really don't like the shape, man. I don't feel comfortable at all holding it. It's just too hard, you know. It's too hard. It doesn't feel soft. It have to be more grippy from here, you know what I mean? And but the looks, it's great. It looks fantastic. But the feeling is bad. So that's my only really, you know, disappointment so far. And the exhaust is not so loud, you know. It's good, but it's not really loud. I'm not sure if Audi did the same trick as BMW to put that some of that engine noise in the cabin, so through the speakers, of course. I opened the window and the door to see if the noise will be a bit better from that exhaust. Now it makes a difference. Third gear, 4, brakes are good. Nice engine, man. Really, really nice. Brakes are good. I was testing them there. But you see what I mean? It's not very progressive. It's just like they tend to brake sudden fast. Second gear. This is where the Quattro plays, you know, advantage compared to its competitor. The grip. left again. Wow, 160 kilometer, guys. You know, there's so much speed and you don't really feel it. The power is not, you know, like aggressive in a way that you don't really understand how much fast you're going, and you're going very fast most of the time if you put your throttle deep inside that. I love the engine, man. It's really good. I think it's my favorite part so far, is that engine. I wish there's more noise, but I mean, steering wheel is that. I prefer to have it meteor somehow. High speed automatic gearbox, still very, very strong. Very impressed with the car, really impressed. We will go now and check the interior and the exterior of the car. I still think this is the most sublime car out of the three. The M4 is the most aggressive. The C63 is probably the loudest, the most, not really aggressive in this area of the driving. It's more like because of the noise of the engine and the V8. So this is the, it's supposed to be the quieter out of the three. But this is very fast car too. But the acceleration is savage. It just really puts you back in the seat. And the Quattro is great. It's really nice. I think the sound will grow on you a little bit more. It doesn't really sound not so good, but it's not raw enough. I think the engine sounds great. It's one of the best engines ever. 2.9 and that 444, 600 Newton meters, and absolutely no lag. Head turner for sure, this car, man, because it looks different and it looks nice and so wide, so lots of people are staring at me for sure today. Everything is very close to you. You don't have to stretch much. I'm not sure why the screen is still not touched though. I mean, that would be a nice function. BMW integrated that for sure. Is 170, guys. It's crazy fast. The exterior of the car is probably one of the most beautiful right now in the market, that's for sure. I mean, look at these matrix lights. Look how aggressive, how futuristic they look. They look great. That color, the chrome and the black parts looks epic. Beautiful exterior. Huge grille from the front right now. Compared to the previous models, they even made it bigger and better. The lines that goes on the bonnet all the way down. Those integrated lights, there's small holes there on the side. Lots of things happening, on that front. You can check the lip, very nice. RS5 badge there as well. Go back to the side and then you can check the actual lines of the car. They're so aggressive all the way back, beautiful shape. Very nice. I like the side skirts and in black. I love the wheels. Of course, those are the optional 20-inch wheels. They're not the actual carbon wheels. They are the alloy wheels. 275 front and rear. Same size, 20 inches, 35. Very nice stick tire. I would hope the 285 from the back, but it's just 275. I like the RS5 there. Small badge. Actually, I'm not sure if it's just design-wise. Great. I love the new lines. Very aggressive lines. I love the shape of the car so far. Let's go to the back now. So the back is probably my favorite part. The small lip there, beautiful lights. It's a bit, all the RS models, they tend to have blacked out, tint lights, and they look better. And you can check there's a nice diffusers there. Exhaust pipes, they look huge, man, in real life. You can check there's 2 flaps, so this is the sports exhaust. Very nice bag. Let's get closer look at that exhaust, man. Check the actual shapes, oval, and you can see the 2 flaps there. They open and close based on the settings. This is for design-wise, no ventilation. 6 parking sensors, man. It's a lot of them. Let's take a look at the interior. I'll do that from my iPhone X, which is I really like, by the way. Beautiful, layout. The shape goes all the way there. Very nice. I like the actual carbon there. This is the hard material. I'm not sure if you can actually get a different package. Lock and lock. This is made from very nice aluminium. The seating belt, as you heard, it comes automatically. You can set your configuration for the seating basically, and the mirror, 2 options there. Nice Alcantara there, soft leather. This is to control the mirror. The mirrors are actually stuck on the door. Very big blinking area for the blind spot. Sound system from Bang & Olufsen, and it have lots of speakers there everywhere. The central mirror is my favorite part because it's frameless. This is like a touch as well. LED, of course. Let's open it and check it out. The shades alone, and you can close it as much as you want, and you can open the roof from here. Let's go back to the main screen there. That, of course, is all digital right now. You can control it from here basically. You can have it in different settings. You can check all the full range. It's so detailed, how much the temperature of the car, the outside temperature, and still you can see those the rev counter and the speedometer there. You can check all the settings there, man. You can put the radio, of course, if your mobile is connected, and you come back to the map basically, which is, it's a very nice function actually. And I like it, the view as this or that, but honestly this is great because you can check the torque and the power. So very nice function. So the steering wheel, it's fully leather. You can see it's actually flat bottom steering wheel RS there as well. Nice stitching there, but again the shape of the the steering wheel from here, guys, it's just, I wish it's a bit thicker, and I wish the steering wheel comes from the optional Alcantara, which is, I believe, you can order, because the leather there is not very great for me. All the shortcut buttons here, of course. You can actually use voice command, connect your phone there, navigation as well, and the indicators, of course, and the cruise control. The pedals on the steering wheel are actually connected there, so while you're turning, I'm not gonna turn so much, don't want to damage the car. And they have minus and plus. Look, they are made from plastic. They're a bit short, but they're still good enough. Let's go to the main screen, which is stuck there on the dashboard. It's a good screen, but we'll show you details a bit later. AC fan there, they look kind of stylish. Some people don't like them, but I kind of like them, hazards. One thing that stands out, the AC there, there's 3 zones as well, it's touch. So, very nice. So the shortcut buttons, it's a bit, like hiding there down. Yeah, selected drive, different mode. On off button, this is for the stop engine when you reach a traffic light or you stop the car. Traction control, this is the parking function and sensors, and to turn off the screen, of course. So you have the drive select mode, put in dynamic, individual, auto and comfort. Dynamic is of course, the most aggressive way. So everything is set in dynamic. You can change the engine and the gearbox, auto, comfort and dynamic, steering and engine noise. I'm not sure if you can hear the exhaust from here. So you have the start and engine stop button there, and one USB and volt. The cup holders, they are actually adjustable, very nice. The shortcuts there, of course, and they're touch, as you can see, very nice. So as long as you put your finger, you can shortcut for different settings, navigation and map. And this is touch as well, so you can write things here. Okay. You have the menu there, the main menu, which is nice shortcuts. So there's a lot of settings you can change. It's kind of good graphics, and the shortcuts for radio and video. The main gear shifter, it's huge, bulky. So you have to press that button all the time to make it from rear to driving mode. See, when you put it in rear, guys, you have the 360 view, the overhead view, the corner rear view. The rear view is the actual, lines. They help you to measure, the distances. And this is a crazy angle, honestly speaking. Parking sensors are super sensitive. This is something that I realize. As long as you get a little bit close to the car, they really blink. I really like the RS mode and the leather there. Parking from here as well, automatic parking, on and off. And this is to control the volume. This is a nice area of storage. USB 1 aux and Wi-Fi charging. This is adjustable. The seats are made from Napa leather, very soft. Of course, this is very famous for the Audi RS models. It's kind of grippy, and they're 4-way adjustable. This is the back that I never really cared about, but the rear view is not so bad at all, honestly. One thing I wanted to mention to you guys, that there's no head-up display in this car. I don't know. I wish there was a head-up display, because it really makes the experience of the driver easier. You concentrate more on the road, and it's a must. I don't know, Porsche and Audi don't have it. Let me know if there is actually a head-up display and I missed that information. Wow. So, what a day. It's very hot today, man. It's 42.5 degrees, guys. Celsius, of course. It's very, very hot. But I want to do this video. So what do I think about the new Audi RS5? There's so much to like about the car compared to the previous one. I mean, in real life, it has so much presence. It's so wide and it's so futuristic, and the lines, they make it look fantastic. I drove the S5, which is linked below in the description box, guys. It looks great, but the RS this time made it better than the S5 and really made it look like a new, different car. Previously, the RS5 always tend to make the actual A5, S5 model uglier for a reason. This time, I think Audi did very well. They really have put a lot of efforts in the exterior and the interior, and the car looks fantastic from both worlds. I'm very, very happy the way it looks. The engine, it's super strong, lots of power, have discussed it, and the transmission is great, so it works, perfectly together. The steering wheel, it's even in the highest settings, dynamic mode, which is supposed to be giving more feedback, of course, to the road and the driver, but it's too soft for my taste. I'm sorry. And the shape, I wish they make it thicker, and in Alcantara I think it works better. The suspension is super great. It's really, really good, man. You don't feel the roads, even in dynamic mode. I mean, if you put in comfort mode, you feel nothing. This is a great GT cruiser car if you want to do that. From the interior, which I showed you, I think Audi, they have the best quality interior in their segment. Again, guys, this is not the full spec car, this is a test drive. So I'm sure there's more options to order. The car looks great from the interior. There's some things I don't really like the infotainment system. I prefer the, the iDrive. Even the Mercedes-Benz, not so great for me, but the quality and the smell and the touch, everything clicks, everything sounds great, Look, man, it's crazy, Every button has its own distinctive click, and feel to it. That's great. Quality, it's top notch. Beautiful interior for sure. Audi did great job again with the interior. So the question that is playing in my head now, is this car a good value for trade my competition package on for to it? I need time for sure, because really I was not looking that the car is gonna blow me away, it's gonna really impress me, but it did. It really did, you know. It's just like the whole package works perfectly, you know what I mean? You feel more, you know, more relaxed in the M4, you feel more luxurious, and the interior and the exterior looks great. Of course, there's a lot of power as well. You can see the acceleration is savage, you know. The only thing that it really bothers me, I wish the exhaust, you know, it's louder than that. I'm not sure about the aftermarket exhaust, but I'm sure they're gonna do a better job, you know, than Audi manufacturer. So if you're looking to buy a sports car, two-door coupe in that segment, should you really buy it and not buy the C63 or the M4? We know all the M4, you know, is going back to the last 1 or 2 years of production, so it's an older car than this. This is a much newer car, and the Mercedes C63 also going to have a facelift this year, so this is again a newer car. And the price tag, they are like 425,000 dirhams, 430,000, so very close. I think the M4 competition is a bit more expensive than that, slightly a little bit more. And the Mercedes is much more expensive. It can reach to 520 to 550, you know, with the same specs, you know, as the regular standard, with the things that the actual agency order, it can go to 450, 460,000. So this is cheaper. It also has 3 years warranty from the agent. If you wanna go for the 4 or 5, you have to pay 6,000-7,000 a year, which is, I believe it's a lot. I wish they made it as well goes with the actual service, which is 100,000, 105,000. Include everything apart from the batteries and the brakes, and BMW are giving those. So my conclusion, if you want to buy a car and you have the money for it, and you want to look different on the road and feel different, I believe the RS5 are the least car you're gonna find on the road, that's for sure. And it looks amazing, and then it looks like a really high-tech futuristic car, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna go and test the RS3 today as well. So I'm gonna have 2 videos. Stay tuned, guys. Lots of test drives gonna happen. Hopefully we're gonna test drive the R8 as well very soon. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, like it, share it, and then I'll see you very soon. Take care.